Good morning, Bill. Good morning. Out there in Oregon. Good morning, Eggs and Derek. Good morning, team. Good morning. What state? What state was named because a miner found out that there was no gold left? What state was named because a miner found out there was no gold left? Uh, Take a swing at it. Not Colorado, not Kentucky. What state was named because miners found out there was no gold left? What do you guys think it is? Good morning, Ray. Derek Anderson. Derek said, it's Oregon. The ore's gone. Oregon. You goofballs. Just ask Derek. You like that one, huh, Higgs? That wasn't bad, was it? Oh. Oh. What state was named because a lady didn't want to shave herself? They said, that's it, I'm not shaving. What one? She's not going to shave her legs anymore. What state was named after the non-shaving lady? Come on, give it a whirl. Give it a thought, give it a whirl. What do you think it is? I'm making these up on the spot, by the way. I'm just making them up. Captain, what is this? Captain Kev. Got it. Arizona. I'm going to leave a hairy zone. Arizona. Don't touch the hairy zone. Don't shave there. Oh, Pops, that was a big reach. Higgs, big reach. Big reach on that one. I gotta come up with a couple more. I'm gonna give a couple more to you guys tomorrow. I have to think of a couple. One more for you. How about this one? What's the best time to go to the dentist? Reaches are okay, thanks, Greedy. What's the best time to go to the dentist? Best time of day. Oreo thinking it's 6 a.m. Zatoichi's got it. When it's 2:30. You guys know that one. 2:30. Tooth hurty. Okay? Oh, I love you guys. Okay? What's going on out there in the world? Still snowing here. Still snowing. Killing me with this weather. Snowing in the Rockies, it should be HB, but at Detroit? Come on, give us a break. We just make cars here. We don't have... Oh wow, check this out, a squall. Big squall. Flurry, I think they call it. Why is it, Good morning, everybody. Burr out there. Let me tell you what the temperature out there is right now. Six degrees. 6 degrees. I mean, come on. I did not sign up to live in Alaska. I didn't. I never thought I was going to live in Alaska. Oh boy, it's coming down hard now. Woo! I'm not getting a good picture of it. It's fuzzy. I don't know why my camera's fuzzy. Cancun. Can we grow shrooms there, HB? Can we grow shrooms? That's all I care about. Yeah, show off Vegas, 39. But 39 is beyond freezing in the Vegas area. 39, you guys don't know what to do with yourselves. Oh, I'll tell you what, this weather is playing havoc, I tell ya. Havoc with the grow house and trying to keep the temperatures in the 70s, mid 70s. It's playing a havoc, I tell ya. I spend half the time over there just adjusting heaters. I'm playing havoc with me, I tell ya. And then it gets a cold draught through there, and tubs that should have been done in 20 days are taking 25 and 30 this time around. Lynette, so are you. I think you are too. Good morning, everybody. Happy Martin Luther King's birthday. It's 6 a.m., that's why it's 36. It'll be 60s by 9 a.m. You're showing off out there. Exceptions in the 16s. Yep. Exception. It's cold. Martin Luther King. Controversial, somewhat. I go today at 1 to take 2 tests for a job. One test is reading tape measure. But the unknown surprise test has you studying everything. Congratulations, Anthony. You're going to get what you're going to get it. If you're working for it, you're going to get it. Billy D, today's your holiday too, because you and MLP were born on the same day. I personally, I'm going to tell you guys, staying out of the politics. I'm not doing politics with anybody. Okay? I'm not. But I can tell you this. Martin Luther King did a lot of good in his life. Was he a perfect person? No. But neither am I, and neither are you. None of us are. Well, what are you doing with your life? We got a guy that literally gave his life. He knew there were death threats coming at him all the time. He knew that he was walking dead, man, but he didn't give up. And he did an amazing amount of work in the civil rights area. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Zatoichi is wasting his life, but he likes it. Again, I'm not doing politics. I'm looking at the man, and I'm judging the fruit on his tree. Oh, we come around, well, he had an affair here, or he did this baddie thing there. So do you. So have many of you. But have you balanced it with good works? Today I'm going to celebrate Martin Luther King. Give me 5 people that say that's okay. Let's talk about Martin. Greenie, that could be true. Give me 5 people that say we can talk about Martin a little bit. I want to talk about Martin. That's going to be our subject for today. I'm doing it, Canito. Let's talk about Martin this morning. We don't usually spend a lot of time talking about other people. Wikipedia. Michael King Jr. His real name was Michael. Michael King. Sounds like he changed his name, huh? To Martin Luther. Wait. Yeah, he was born Michael King. Huh. Martin Luther King was born Michael King Jr. January 15th, 1929. I didn't know that. I didn't know he had actually changed his name to Martin Luther. He was an American civil rights activist and a Baptist minister who was a leader of the civil rights movement from 1955 until his assassination in 1968. He advanced civil rights for people of color in the United States through the use of, this is the key, nonviolent resistance and civil disobedience. If you don't believe that the law is just, he preached, then you don't have to follow it. Lao Tzu says the same thing, by the way. Moving on. He died April 4th, 1968. How old do you think he was? I just told you his birthday, but how old do you think he was when he died? We have a 46. We have a 37. No. How old was Michael Martin King when he died? When he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm absolutely surprised by this. I would have put him in late 40s. He was 39 years old. 39. That's right, Bill. He got a lot done by the time he was 39, didn't he? Didn't he? 3 children. No, 4, excuse me. Yolanda, Martin III, Dexter, and Bernice. Here's his education. He was educated. He went to Morehouse College for his BA. He went to Crozer Theological Seminary to get his bachelor in divinity. And then he went to Boston University for his PhD. Now you're talking 40s and 50s, you guys. There were not that many black people getting PhDs from Boston University. Zatoichi, we know that. We know that. We're not talking about the negative aspects. I started out by saying it was far from perfect. But I don't think it's important to mention those things. I think we prefer to, we're going to focus on the goodness of the character. I've made mistakes in my life. I never cheated on an ex. I never was a cheater. That's one thing. But I was I had snake in me. I had some snake oil going on. This guy's just as human as anybody else. Maybe more so. He sure was filled with love. Awards. In 1964, he received the Nobel Peace Prize. In 1977, posthumously, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So it was 1977. That means Jimmy Carter must have given him the Medal of Freedom. And then he received the Congressional Gold Medal posthumously in 2004. It's a lifetime achievement. As a black church leader, King participated in and led marches for the right to vote. Can you imagine these people didn't even have the right to vote? Desegregation, busing boycotts, and he was the first president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. King was one of the leaders of the 1963 March on Washington, where he delivered his I Have a Dream speech. And he helped organize 2 of the 3 Selma to Montgomery marches. King was jailed several times. Jail. For exercising his beliefs and being a leader in a pretty downtrodden community at that point in our history. Leading. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. J. Edgar Hoover considered King a radical and made him an object of their counterintelligence program. FBI agents investigated him for possible communist ties. They spied on his personal life. And they secretly recorded him over and over and over. In 1964, the FBI mailed a threatening anonymous letter, which King interpreted as an attempt to make him commit suicide. Yeah. Our #1 cop agency in the United States sending letters to the citizens anonymously. King won the '64 Nobel Peace Prize for combating racial inequality through nonviolent resistance. In his final years, he expanded his focus to include opposition towards poverty and the Vietnam War. In 1968, King was planning a national occupation of Washington, D.C. It was going to be called the Poor People's Campaign. You gotta love the guy. When he was assassinated on April 4th in Memphis, Tennessee, James Earl Ray was convicted of the assassination, though it remains the subject of conspiracy theories. Now, I am not a conspiracy theorist. I am not. I'm the opposite. I always think there's a really simple answer to most of these conspiracies. I don't play into conspiracies. However, It's been a while. I'd say about 10 years ago, I went down the rabbit hole and read a good 5 or 6 books in the same time frame about the assassination of Martin Luther King. And I'll tell you what, I'm almost in the conspiracy school on his assassination. A lot of reasons, but if you look at the James Earl Ray character, the guy that actually pulled the trigger, how did he even know where how did he know where King was going to which motel room and which balcony was he going to be standing on at what time? How did he get access to the bathroom window that he shot out of? There's a lot of shady stuff about James Earl Ray and his background. And with the FBI hunting them the way they were, all it would take is a rogue group. It didn't even have to be official. Just a rogue group, and they could have easily pulled off an assassination at that time. I'm close to believing in that conspiracy. Let me ask you guys a couple of questions. Well, one specifically. Do you think, who here thinks that Martin Luther King fella had a lot of charisma? An extremely, extremely charismatic human being. Extremely charismatic human being. Full of riz. I was looking this up last night. Where is it? Give me a second. Okay, let me do it again. I looked this up last night. Who do you think the top 10 people in the world, most charismatic people in history have been? Give me an idea of who you guys think top 10 most charismatic people in history. Top 10 list of most charismatic people in history. Well, we got me. Oh, no, that's so sweet of you guys. Thank you. That's really kind. Top 10. We got a Jesus Christ in here. Not the one in Australia, but he's okay. Who do you guys think? Top 10. Canito's going JFK. Why are we talking about guns here? What's going on with the guns? It's not fame, HB, it's charisma. Let's go with just charisma. Because I agree with you, fame doesn't do much for me either. There's a top 10 charismatic leaders often include. Now the author of this article says it's impossible to say. It's impossible to say who the top 10 lists. But they have a recommendation of a few people. Okay? Martin Luther King Jr. Good job, Bubblegum. Nelson Mandela. Good one, you guys. Mahatma Gandhi. Winston Churchill. Napoleon Bonaparte. You're not going to like this one, but wait for it. Adolf Hitler. The old Adolf. Goofy mustache Hitler. Fidel Castro. Those two show the dual potential of charisma. Can lead a whole country to war. Modern day examples. Steve Jobs. Oprah Winfrey. Barack Obama. The list can go on and on. Martin Luther King was a masterful orator who mobilized millions for civil rights through passionate speeches. Nelson Mandela was a symbol of hope and equality, known for resilience and vision after fighting apartheid. Mahatma Gandhi inspired India's independence through nonviolent resistance. Winston Churchill rallied Britain during World War II with powerful oratory and resolve. Steve Jobs cultivated a charismatic, visionary style at Apple. Oprah employs infectious enthusiasm and empathy to connect with her audience. Barack Obama connected emotionally with voters, and he offered policy solutions. Some historical figures. Napoleon Bonaparte inspired intense loyalty, and he commanded huge armies through charisma and ambition. Adolf Hitler. Boo. A cautionary example of how charisma can be used for destructive ends, mobilizing followers for horrific actions. Fidel Castro led the Cuban Revolution through powerful personal appeal. Here's one we haven't thought of in a while. Waco guy. Waco Wacko. David Koresh. A cult leader who used charisma and distorted scriptures to control followers, leading to tragedy. For that matter, we could say Jim Jones was charismatic. Charisma is the knife. It can be used for good, surgery, saving lives, or it can be used to cut people's hearts out and kill them. Key traits of charismatic leaders. Here's the key traits of charismatic leaders. Exceptional communication skills, strong self-confidence and vision, ability to inspire loyalty and connection, courage, grit, and passion. If you have any combination of those in any sort of a degree, consider yourself charismatic. I know some of you here personally, beyond the screen. Got a pretty charismatic group here. Those gentlemen that are doing that show on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings. A lot of charisma, a lot of riz is dripping off the screen over there. Look at Pops being all cool. Riz dripping. Pops, calm down. Don Marty Z says, I'm charismatic and I know it. HP saying, I'm the most charismatic. You guys are cute. Nothing wrong with feeling good about being charismatic. Charisma. I'm going to read you a couple of quotes about charisma. Wait, let's do this first. Oh, let's go. Wait. Charisma isn't a mystery. It's a learnable skill. Here are 6 rules to be more charismatic. Give me 5 people here that wish they would not wish, but can choose to be more charismatic. I want to be more charismatic. I want to draw the world unto me, not for my sake, but for plant medicine's sake. Give me 5 people that want to. How can I be more charismatic? Canito wants to be just a little bit more. Give me 4 more people like Canito that admit charisma is something that would be welcome. Lynette. Give me a couple more. Al. Oh, I heal pets. I want to increase my charms with animals. Okay. A little more charismatic. HB. Sammy P. Being charismatic for the right reasons is not a bad thing. Okay. Corey D says, I would explode if I had any more Riz. Oh, Cyber, thank you. It's a learnable skill. Number 1, make people feel important. Give eye contact and offer specific compliments. Ask good questions. Be interested, not interesting. And follow up. Recall names and something you discussed. The next thing you do is you hone your body language. The 7-38-55 rule. Are you ready for it? The 7-38-55 rule. 7% of what you say is words. 38% is tonality and face. And 55% of what you're communicating is body language. Stand tall. Make eye contact. Smile. Give a firm handshake. You know what creeps me out is the limpy handshake. Dude to dude. I'm like, dude, give it a squeeze. I'm not saying let's break each other's hands. But give me a firmie. I don't like this wiki taco handshakes. The next rule, skill that we can learn. Pause before, you guys are with me on that, Mike? Pause before speaking. This is called the 30% rule. Wait for 2 seconds before replying, excuse me. Wait for 2 seconds. Don't just think about what you're going to say and then say it. The next thing is a pause in speaking with eye contact. Exudes confidence. Another skill, another part of the Riz. Use humor. The top TED Talks all use humor. 3 tips to be funnier: surprise, care more, and be specific. I would add, make yourself the butt of the jokes and not other people. We don't know how sensitive they are, what they're going through, what they've just gone through. And to poke fun at them, sometimes it's just the wrong timing. Use yourself as the object of the joke. Then there's the shadow rule. Embrace your perfections. They humanize you. The guys that are complaining about Martin Luther King, embrace his imperfections. He's a human. You don't need to hide parts of yourself to be accepted. Those are things that you can do to increase your own charisma. Let me read you a couple of quotes. Charisma is not about being the center of attention. It's about making others feel seen and valued. Charisma is like a magnet that draws people in, but it's your character that keeps them around. Charisma is the perfect blend of warmth and confidence. Charisma is not just saying hello. It's dropping what you're doing to say hello. How do you like this one so far? Is this good? Do you guys want me to read a couple more charisma quotes? After all, I want you guys to be more charismatic in your lives. Do you want me to read a couple more quotes? Okay, here we go. True charisma comes from a genuine desire to understand and uplift others. A genuine desire. Charisma is a sparkle in people that money can't buy. It's an invisible energy with visible effects. Charisma is the art of making people feel better about themselves in your presence. Gosh, these are all things we should strive to do, you guys. Be more charismatic. Charisma is the intangible that make people want to follow you, to be around you, to be influenced by you. There is no personal charm so great as the charm of a cheerful temperament. Charisma is the perfect blend of warmth and confidence. This is beautiful. Listen to this one. The power of charisma is not in attracting others to you, but empowering them to believe in themselves. It's not about us. It's about each other. The most dangerous people are always clever, compelling, and charismatic. That's the other side. Charisma is the result of effective leadership, not the other way around. Charisma will bring you to the top. Character will maintain you at the top. Being a leader gives you charisma. If you look and study the leaders who have succeeded, that's where charisma comes from the leading. The other side of that is charisma is not a leadership prerequisite. In fact, sometimes charisma can get in the way of being an effective leader. Charisma is the ability to influence. Let other people have beauty. I've got charisma. It's good. Charisma knows only inner determination and inner restraint. The charismatic leader gains and maintains authority solely by proving his strength in life. People will spot a phony real quick, you guys. You know that. Don't you spot phonies real quick? Charisma doesn't mean changing who you are. It means bringing more of who you are to the forefront. Manners. One of the greatest engines of influence ever given to man. To be polite to each other. Charisma is the radiance produced in the interaction of male and female elements in a gifted personality. The charismatic woman has a masculine force and a little severity. The charismatic man has an entrancing female beauty. Both are hot and cold, glowing, with non-sexual self-love. The charismatic person can see both sides of themselves and celebrate both sides. You don't have to be toxic in your gender. And finally, charisma gets the attention of man, and character gets the attention of God. Oh, I'll give one more. Charisma is the ability to make someone think that both of you are quite wonderful. All of us are quite wonderful. And I mean that sincerely. You know I mean it. I tell you guys all the time. I was practicing the good boy. As often as I said good boy to Ruff over the weekend, I found somebody else in the world, in my world, to say good boy or good girl to. I was sending off texts all weekend. I just was. As if I can pet Ruff, I've got to pet my friends today too. I want to make everybody feel wonderful. The world doesn't do that. But we can. We can make the smallest difference each day in each other's lives. And we do. We do here. Be more charismatic. Study charisma. There are skills involved. Practice them. You guys like the charisma message this morning? There you go, HB. Do you guys like the charisma message this morning? Give me 5 people. I worked on that one. It was Martin Luther King. What was different about him? Charismatic man. Nobody said he was perfect. If he was perfect, I don't know if I'd even believe him. Let's jump over to the Tao Te Ching today. It's not a long verse. It's the verse, but our discussion on it won't be super long. Next, starting tomorrow, Alan Watts readings will be here. I didn't study over the weekend, so I'll get to work on it today. I was busy doing a lot of other things this weekend, so I didn't dive into Alan. But I'm going to dive into Alan. Mike Barabal, you couldn't be more right. Guys going to jail for their beliefs. Psst. I hate to tell you guys this, but I'm willing to. 4 years ago when I started on the big path, I've been in it 5 or 6 now, but a little over 4 years ago, I took a chunk of money and I put it in an escrow account, and only people that can access that escrow account is myself and Miss Rose, who you guys know I trust with my life. I still haven't dropped a deuce on her yet. We literally haven't gotten together in the last couple of weeks because it's snowing and I don't like to drive in the snow. So when I go over to the grow house, I get Ubered over there. And we just haven't arranged to meet. I'm going to drop it on her, don't worry. But I took a chunk of money and then I put it in an escrow account. And I said, I can't touch that. And that's literally there in case, worst case scenario, Pops gets arrested for plant medicine, for growing fungus in his own home. But I'll go. Take me. I would be all over the news. I would be all over the news. And I firmly believe that with letters from you guys here and other stuff that I've saved to show the efficacy of what we're doing, I believe a jury might just look kindly on us. I believe a jury might just look kindly on the old guy and say this isn't worth it. Let this guy go. I truly believe that. Is that overconfident? Maybe. But I've also set up the bank so I can have a little coverage. I'll at least be on bail. I truly believe that. Give me a witness box and let me talk to them. Let me explain to them why I do what I do. But be careful, Pops. You're sure out in the front. 10th verse, Tao Te Ching. Carrying body and soul and embracing the one, Can you avoid separation? Can you let your body become as supple as a newborn's child? In the opening, thank you guys for those kind comments. I know you are. I know you are. I'll be looking out for you. Miss Rose will be reaching out to you guys for affidavits. Say something nice so we can read. In the opening and shutting of Heaven's Gate, can you play the feminine part? Can you love your people and govern your domain without self-importance? Giving birth and nourishing, having yet not possessing, working yet not taking credit, leading without controlling or dominating. One who heeds this power brings the Tao to this very earth. This is a primal virtue. You guys are saying some awfully kind things to me. Thank you so much. I mean it. It means a ton. You guys give me the energy and the fuel. It's never a one-man gang here. Never. This verse of the Tao Te Ching examines the paradoxical nature of life on earth. Lao Tzu encourages the attainment of comfort with the seemingly incompatible opposites of body and soul, which form the basis of our daily life. We are connected to the power of the eternal Tao, while simultaneously being in a mortal physique. As we take on this seemingly ambiguous stance, we begin to see the world revealed as flawed. Everything that seems to be absolute is an opportunity to recognize its paradoxical reality. This teaching takes the form of a series of questions. Can an adult body, with all of the conditions inherent in the aging process, such as stiffness, soreness, limitations, aching joints, and so on, can it be as supple as a newborn's body? Is it possible to be someone who works and struggles and still be the feminine spirit of creation? Can one succeed in these and similar ways and still be free of the feelings of self-importance? Is it possible to stay true to the Tao without allowing ego to dominate, yet successfully operate in an ego-dominated world? This 10th verse promotes a way of living that is guided by the power of embracing the One. Read Hafiz's writing on this subject thousands of years after the Tao Te Ching was written. Only the illumined one, who keeps seducing the formless into form, had the charm to win my heart. Only a perfect one, who is always laughing at the word, can make you know of love. Our origin cannot be split. Yet we're in a world that all too often seems to reject the perfect oneness of nature. We can personally live a natural, nature-filled life by suspending our belief in opposites and reactivating our awareness of unity. In other words, we can surrender ego and be in this world without being of this world. We're in it, but we don't have to act like they do. Embrace oneness. How do I embrace oneness, Pops? How do I do it? You embrace oneness by seeing yourself in everyone you encounter. We're all one. Rather than having judgmental thoughts about those who you regard as separate or different, view others as an extension of yourself. This will diminish self-importance and align you with what Lao Tzu calls the primal virtue. Letting go of ego-dominated thoughts lets you sense the oneness that you share with others. Thus, you give yourself the opportunity to feel a part of the all-embracing Tao. Practice inner awareness. Whenever you feel yourself about to criticize anyone or any group, I'm going to say that one again. We do it here unconsciously. Criticize someone. Say something negative about someone. Have a non-positive comment. Practice inner awareness. Whenever you feel yourself about to criticize anyone or any group, anyone, any group, news reports designed to encourage your sense of separateness or superiority in relation to others can be a perfect time that you find yourself doing this. You're watching the news, those son of a guns, and you judge them, and you criticize them, and you forget they're an extension of you. Find yourself as one of them. In situations where you're expected to hate an assumed enemy, stop yourself from these judgments and walk an imaginary mile or two in their shoes. Do so with all forms of life, even the plant world. See yourself in everything, in everyone, and all creation. Noting that the Tao in this simple observation says, we are the world. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. That We Are the World song. Take pleasure from what you possess without being attached to those things. Take pleasure in what you possess. Just don't be attached to it. This speaks loudly to me. I was identified by the kind of car I rode, the kind of boat I owned, what clothes I wore, how cool I looked to everybody else. That's how I identified myself. Today I'm happy to identify myself as Pop Shrooms, sage in training. Let go of your identification with your stuff and with your accomplishments. Try instead to enjoy what you do and all that flows into your life simply for the pleasure of doing and observing the flow itself. You literally own nothing and no one. All that is composed will decompose. All that is composed will decompose. All of that money, all of that gold, all of those trappings, they will rust, turn into dust, and become part of ancient history. We literally own nothing. We might hold on to it for a little while in our life, but it's really not even ours. All that is composed will decompose. All that is yours will leave and become someone else's. Big garage sale over here. Not recently, but not before the snow. Huge garage sale. All of those items that were on the tables and stuff at that garage sale, at one point the people wanted them. They bought them, they collected them, they saved them. And then at some point, garage sale. Our life can be an ongoing garage sale. All that is yours will leave and become someone else's. So step back a bit and allow yourself to be an observer of the world of form. Becoming a detached witness will put you into a state of bliss while loosening your tight grip on all of your possessions. It is in this releasing process that you'll gain the freedom to live out what the Tao is always teaching by example. Hold on, and I can't grab any more. I can only hold what I've got. Let it go, and I now have the flexibility to grab more and do more with these same beautiful hands that I was gifted with. I can go like this, or I can go like this. Today, practice seeing oneness where you've previously seen separation. Feel the invisible energy that beats your heart, and then notice it beating the heart of every living creature all at once. Yours isn't the only heart that beats, my friends. Imagine hearing all of the hearts of all of the living beings beating at once. Now feel the invisible energy that allows you to think, and sense it doing the same for every being currently alive. Contemplate these words from the Gospel of Thomas. His disciples said to him, "When will the kingdom come?" And Jesus said, "It will not come by looking outward. It will not say, 'Behold this side,' or 'Behold that one.' Rather, the kingdom is spread out upon the earth, and people do not see it. For today, know that practicing oneness will help you see that kingdom right here on earth, spread out before us, and men don't see it. You have the eyes to see. Practice. That's today's message. We'll grab some Alan Watts issues tomorrow. 4 things I want to remind all of us, including especially myself. Be impeccable with my word and my actions. Love all things. Don't be a respecter of this person, but not of that person or thing. Be an open, sacred vessel. The sacredness is what I can give, not what I can get. I want to spend the rest of my life giving. I don't need another thing. I don't. I have all things that I could possibly need. And if I need something else, it'll come. I know that. I have 68 years on the planet. I finally figured it out. Be impeccable with your word and your actions. You are so powerful. Don't take things personal. While you're powerful, you're not important. You're one of billions. Develop your charisma. Spread your charisma so you can spread a message, not so you could be lifted up, but so your message can be heard. And that message is a message of spreading goodness. Boy, look around our world today, you guys. We know we need more. And every single one of us that are here, 53 people, can spread goodness today. Bunch of little goodness spreading machines right here. Go do it. Don't make any assumptions, number 3. Don't have any expectations. Watch what happens. If you're just spreading and planting and fertilizing and lifting people up around you and complimenting them and seeing them for the truth that they are, not some program that we were taught they were. Do your best. Number 4. Do your very best today. It's different than it was yesterday. Tomorrow doesn't even count yet. Those are my 4. Man, your life. Some of us sitting here right now know everything I'm saying is true because your life is literally changing before you. Not a day-by-day thing. It usually isn't. But look back a year ago. Some of you that have been around here for a while, look back. Look how your thinking has changed. Look how you're now the person that's willing to help the person. Look how your hand isn't out to receive, but it's out to give more than it ever has been in your life. And if you can claim that, you know what I say here is true. Lynette, I'm hugging your kitty cat. Marky Z, that's true. I hope people have seen a change in me. I truly do. I want to change every day and be bigger and better at giving goodness. I want to. The best way to do that, Pops, is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. You guys go have a wonderful day. I'll see you here tomorrow. Thank you, Mark. Vato Mistico. I get it. Thank you, guys. Again, have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, 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 wonderful day. You guys go have a good day. I hope you can play today. Day off. Enjoy yourself. Take it easy. Be aware. And practice goodness. Let me scroll you out of here. Scrolling. Jesse girl, peace to everyone here on earth. Herbie kebab. Aaron, nice man. Must love music, good morning. Lynette, good morning, Lynette. HP, and Jesus Christ in Australia. Mark Z and Dawn, Jesse girl, HB, all over it. Lynette Ono, good morning, Lynette. I would love your cat to give me some love. I like cats. Hey, you guys, don't forget tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, on YouTube, Mystic Journeys Church. Mystic Journeys Church. Okay? Go check it out. Those young men are building their Riz over there. Okay? Must love music. Sparky, the Sparky Sparkerton. Good morning, Sparky. Jesse. I don't effing know. Mark Z and Oreo. And Trenty the Trenty Trenters and Sammy P. HB Lynette. And then there's I don't effing know. Jesus and Joey D. Billy D. Ray Cook. This year I'm getting rid of a lot of clutter. Good job, Ray. Cleaning, I love you. Billy D. Lynette. Think I should go make a snowman, huh? There's plenty of snow. Jesus Christ in Australia. And Cyber Jolie, sweet lady. JC and Aaron. Mike Barball. JC and Herbie. Canito. Joey D. Marky Z. Ms. Sparky. Zozo LSD. Leonard Watson. Good morning, Leonard. Veggie, you have a wonderful day. Mark Z and Shroom Digger and Joey. And Herbie Von Werbs. And Mark Z and Oreo. And Cleany and Herbs and Corey D. And Vato Mystico. Sounds fun. I love that language, by the way. Clean Grow. Ditto to you. Herbie and Sammy P. We will see you guys here tomorrow. Go practice a lot of kindness today with an impeccable brain, impeccable words, and impeccable actions. You can do it, man. You can do it. And you feel good when you do. You feel really good. Get out of here. I'll go see you guys tomorrow. Peace, pops, love each other, especially yourself, and practice goodness. Pops out.